And Brittany put me live while I'm busy talking about time to go live. Hi, everybody. It's Rue Khosa, the Boob Boss, and welcome to Bumps, Babies, and Boobs. Today, I am going to be talking to Jamie Ambrose. Jamie Ambrose is the franchise owner of FIT4MOM Eastside. And you all know I'm on this fitness. Okay, first, I've got to do a couple of things today because representing Howard University, HU one time, you know. So that's my hubby. And so you all can see my slim and trim waist. I'm getting my snap back. So I've definitely really been focusing on fitness. As everybody now knows in the world, I am getting ready to be 37 next month and finally convinced the hubs that we should try for that girl. We should try for my baby girl, right? And so one of the things that I wanted to do is really start this journey in the best shape of my life. I've definitely noticed as I've gotten older, after 30, it's just gotten harder every single year to lose that weight. And one of the things a good friend of mine brought to my attention as I've been focusing a lot, especially on my Instagram at The Real Boob Boss, I've really been focusing on my fitness journey and why it's important for us to be fit and to watch our weight, especially when you're planning to get pregnant. Not just when you're pregnant, but as you're planning on it. But I wanted to be careful to make sure that I'm not body shaming anybody. And that's not what this is about. This is definitely a very personal journey for me from a health perspective. There's also a lot of vanity in that, if I'm going to be honest. I want to be a MILF. I'm not going to lie about it. I do. But really from just the healthy standpoint, my mom and my dad both had, my dad's late now, but they both had diabetes, high blood pressure, a lot of medical conditions that I know can complicate pregnancy. And, you know, being an older woman, when I have this third baby, those are some of the things that can pop up. So it's been something that has been really close to my heart and really important to me. Also knowing that as a woman of color, those are some of the things that pop up for us. We tend to get high blood pressure and get really more severe complications as a result of it. And we also know the disparities that occur and exist in our healthcare system. We don't get the healthcare and the same treatment. And as a result, we're 3 to 4 times more likely to die giving birth than white women are. So I really just want to make sure as I embark on this journey to have that third baby, I'm in the best shape of my life for me, so that I can feel better. It is no guarantee though. So you can be as, you know, stick figure skinny and still end up with blood pressure problems or diabetes. There's a lot of genetics that go into it. But I definitely want to make sure that I'm promoting and stressing the importance, if we can, you know, we should be adopting healthy habits. And one of those is fitness and working out and adding that to our routine and teaching our children to do that from a young age, something I never learned. And who better to talk to us about that than Jamie Ambrose and Fit4MOM. So welcome, Jamie.
Hi.
Hey, girl. How are you?
I'm good, Rue. Thank you so much for having me tonight.
Thank you for coming on Bumps, Babies, and Boobs. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you.
So as you know, as I'm sure everybody knows, to my husband's great distress, sorry, honey, you know, I've been going on about fitness, and I grew up in Zimbabwe, born and raised. I never saw my mom work out. I don't think my mom even owned sneakers, to be honest. Like, she never worked out. So yeah, how was your experience growing up? And now you've got Fit4MOM. What gives? What happened?
So my mom also never worked out. She always tells me she hates to sweat.
It's not ladylike.
I
don't get that. It is, you know, come on.
But you know, I started playing softball when I was 8 years old. I played until I was 18, until it was time to go to college. I played basically every single day of my life. Tournaments all over the United States. And that's where I really got into fitness. In high school, when it was off season, we did weights and exercise class. And on season, I played every day. So yeah, and I love it. And I love the feeling I have when I exercise, the endorphin rush. That's literally what gets me out the door.
It's funny because it's like getting out of bed and getting to do it is like, oh my God. But once you do it, you're like, oh my God, I can do anything, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
absolutely. I set my alarm for 5:30 in the morning. And when it goes off, I'm like, oh, I just want more sleep. But I always get myself out of bed and I do an exercise class or I go for a run and I never regret it.
So is that part of the reason why you decided to have Fit4Mom? Can you tell me about your Fit4Mom journey, how you became the franchise owner, and just tell our viewers, what is Fit4Mom?
Absolutely. So Fit4Mom is we basically provide fitness for all moms in any stage of motherhood. Okay. And how I came about finding Fit4Mom, I had Ava. I was 9 months postpartum. I was so depressed. I had really bad baby blues, probably some undiagnosed postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety. And I had a friend who started attending Fit4Mom in Woodinville. And she's like, you should come. And I was hooked. Literally, the first class, I was hooked. I was like, this is the most amazing thing. And you know what we did in that class? We exercised. We did cardio, strength, core. And while we were exercising, we sang nursery rhyme songs and fun activities for the kiddos while they sat in the stroller. So not only was I getting to take care of myself, and I was getting those endorphins rushing, but my child was smiling and content the whole time. It was awesome.
Go ahead. I was going to say, just as you mentioned, this is like the perfect time to show this picture. For those of you wondering, like working out with your children, what does this look like? I've actually attended a Fit4Mom class. I've done a paper on Fit4Mom, so I'm very familiar with how it works. And guys, how cute is this? So you're working out with your littles. They're a part of the process, and they're having fun with you. And I think as a mom, that's one of the best things, the best feelings in the world, to be able to take care of yourself and still be able to watch your baby still enjoying themselves. That is like huge for us.
Oh, absolutely. I was one of those moms that was so hesitant to put my child into a gym daycare. Not that there is anything wrong with that at all. However, I just didn't feel comfortable with it at the time. And so when I found Fit4Mom, I was like, this is perfect, because I was still nursing. I was still connected to Ava, 24 hours a day. And I was able to have some fun with her and also get my exercise in. And I can tell you that my postpartum depression, my baby blue symptoms, it's like night and day. I felt like a whole new person, and I was doing something for myself.
Yeah. And I think I cannot understate the importance, and we know this, right? We know there definitely is a very strong correlation between working out and what it does for your mood, and just elevating your mood, and just how you feel and how you think about yourself. And, even I can't deny, every time I walk around right now, the hubs is like, hey, I'm like, yeah, you want to knock me up, don't you?
It's so funny that you mentioned that, Rue, because yes, exercise before having your child. If you don't have kids at home, that's okay. Exercise before having your children is very important. Number one, it gets you, apparently, fat cells carry extra estrogen. Okay. And so when you're exercising and you're decreasing those fat cells, the extra estrogen is interfering with that delicate balance of estrogen and progesterone, right? So if you have too many fat cells, right, it can actually throw that balance off and make it more difficult for you to conceive. Number one. Number two, with the self-image and the feeling of, yeah, I feel good, that boosts your libido, right?
That is true. One of the reasons is I was researching why women, 30s and late 30s, part of the reason why we have a harder time falling pregnant is we don't ovulate as much as we used to. So every month you may not release an egg, and ovulation is the process of actually releasing an egg that is going to be a mature egg that is ready for fertilization. You might go a month or two without ovulating. The other problem is we're just not having sex as much anymore. Like, you're tired. It's like the kids and then everything else. And it's like, and then, Boo's like, hey, and you're like, oh, so that my head, the headache, the backache.
Yeah.
Like every ache starts coming up. But, I feel like, I've got a pep in my step. I have a little bit more energy. I'm starting to feel like my 29-and-a-half-year-old self again. I won't say early 20s, but it does give you that extra pep in your steps. So I think I believe it. And you're right. You're definitely right about the estrogen levels and the hormonal imbalance that we already know once you hit 30, your hormones are really starting to shift in a way that makes it harder for us to conceive. So having that hormonal shift and having that balance is super, super important. So yeah, working out. Thank you for mentioning that. Super important to work out before, having a baby, during pregnancy. And that's the part that I want to talk about, the keeping fit during pregnancy. What are the benefits? How does it work? What is your program? How does that work?
So we have a program called FIT4MOM, and it is for every trimester of pregnancy. First trimester, second trimester, third trimester. I have moms that are taking class literally at 41 weeks. And I had one mama who literally took a class from me and went home and went into labor that night. And I'm like, it's because of all those squats.
Nothing like a good squat to get that baby out.
Right? But the advantages of exercising while you are pregnant are tremendous. Basically, you are preparing your body to go through labor and delivery, which is a very, very intense it's like a marathon, right? You need endurance for it, and you need strength. And that is why it is so important to work out throughout your whole pregnancy. And if you are pregnant and you haven't been in an exercise routine before your pregnancy, you definitely want to speak to your physician first to make sure that you're cleared for physical activity. But also you want to not do anything too much. You don't want to do too many weights. You don't want to increase that weight all at once. You want to gradually ease into it and build your strength over time. And always listen to your body. If something is not feeling right, you stop immediately.
And thank you so much for mentioning that, because I have a lot of moms who are like, well, I'm going to start running. I'm pregnant. I'm like, no, if you haven't run before, you're not going to start running. No, we're going to do that now. So nothing new, nothing different. You always want to listen to your body. Your body has a great way of telling you, okay, pull back, and listen to that. If you notice that you're starting to get more strain and aches and crampiness, it's time for you to pull back. And one of the things that people should know about your instructors is that the ones that teach FIT4Baby are certified to teach pregnant women. So tell us about that, because not everybody should be teaching a pregnant woman how to exercise. So what should people be looking for when they're pregnant in their instructor?
So you want to make sure that the instructor is certified in a pregnancy program, and FIT4MOM, our corporate franchise, our corporate, their certification program is ACOP certified. And so we are certified to teach every trimester. We have guidelines on what is appropriate for each trimester. Also things to look out for. If somebody is saying, oh, I have this pain right here, oftentimes it's round ligament pain, right?
Yeah.
But we're trained to know what we're looking for, how to change an exercise or modify an exercise so that they can continue moving pain-free.
Perfect. And that is so important, because you want to make sure that you're not feeling any extra strain, anything that is painful. And today I was actually talking to one of your FIT4MOM moms, FIT4Baby moms.
I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Will not let me say her name, but she did say I could tell a story. And we're doing her 35-week check-in, just to see how things are going and get ready to have this baby. And I said to her, so any aches, any pains, any tension? And she goes, no, I'm doing FIT4Baby with Jamie. And she's like, so I feel great. And, she is 35 plus weeks, almost 36 weeks pregnant. And she's like, yeah, all the stretching and all the work that I'm doing with Jamie has definitely helped. And it's COVID time. So how have you got my mama's feeling all limber and relaxed during COVID? How's this working with you guys virtually?
So we have been virtual for 15 weeks now, and man,
you've been down this road for this long. And how's it?
Girl, I have to say, I literally got notice at like 6 p.m. on a Sunday, and we went virtual at 5:30 in the morning on Monday. We did it overnight.
Oh.
But you know what? It's working great. We use Zoom. We use our private Zoom links. And we have a schedule, and we invite our moms to join the Zoom classes. I like the live workouts best, right? However, if it doesn't, everyone's COVID schedule is so crazy right now. It's so different. And so the beauty of Zoom is that it records. And so if you miss a workout, you can do the recording later at a different time. It's fabulous.
That is so awesome. Now, what changes? When do you think you're going to be able to go back into studio? When do you think that's coming?
So we are allowed to go back into studio in phase 3.
Okay.
However, our studio is quite small.
Can I show your beautiful studio?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay, while we're talking about it, let me show you the FIT4MOM studio. And this is downtown Redmond Town Center. I'm also going to show you, I love this picture. Look at those mamas. Yes. So it's a gorgeous studio. You did amazing. It's really beautiful.
Thank you. So yes, we will be allowed to go into the studio in phase 3. Okay. However, it is a small studio, and in phase 3, we can only be at 50% capacity, which would mean only 7 moms inside that space, which that's okay, And so what we're looking at now is doing a hybrid schedule where we will be part virtual and part in person.
Got it.
Now, I really, truly believe that all of our Fit4Baby classes should remain virtual. Just because they're in that high risk category.
Yep.
And so my studio, we probably won't open up to Fit4Baby until it's safer. And I don't know when that's going to be, unfortunately.
I know. It's a lot, right? So much we don't know. Great. It's so good that you're thinking about that and trying to figure out ways that we can protect our mamas. And I'm excited to actually be able to get back into the studio. So great. I have a question from the audience, and they want to know what you said the certification was.
Yes. So the ACOG certification is the American, I forgot the C. It's, you probably know this better than I do, Rue. It's basically a board for obstetricians and
gynecologists.
Yes.
So that is all the,
American College.
College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. And that's where and who kind of dictates how all obstetricians practice and all the rules that, we want to be practicing and following when it comes to taking care of, pregnant women, how doctors are going to be practicing. So they've got the highest seal of approval from the very people who are watching and taking care of pregnant ladies.
And postpartum. They have a lot of recommendations that we follow for our postpartum moms as well.
So tell me about that. So how does Fit4Mom then transition with the postpartum? So we talked about before baby, this is what we want you to be doing. And then now that you're pregnant, come in, we're going to help you with Fit4Baby. So what does that look like? I'm postpartum. When am I starting to work out? I have a mom of mine who's itching to work out right now. And I'm like, you're like 3 days postpartum. I was a doula and I haven't recovered from the delivery. And I'm like, I still can't walk. My back is still hurting. And you had a baby. So I'm like, okay, hold on. So when is it safe for moms to get back working out? What does that look like with Fit4Mom?
After you are cleared from your OB or your midwife to exercise, which is usually at your 6-week appointment. If you've had a C-section, that might be at the 8-week mark. Once you are cleared to exercise by your physician, you are cleared to join us. And what I love about our Stroller Strides program, that is where you bring baby in the stroller, we strap them in, we do our exercises. We provide a range of exercises of intensity and impact so that given any day that a mom is having, whether they're feeling really strong and really awesome that day, or if, man, they had a tough morning and they just barely made it to class, you can choose what feels good for your body that day.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. What is, and I'm a baby product junkie. So what stroller should moms be getting to exercise?
I love my Bob. I love it. I have a double bob. I love it. My kids love it. It has a snack tray that is filthy.
And it's well used and well loved. That's all that is.
But I mean, any stroller really, you do not have to have a jogging stroller at all. I happen to be a runner. I like my jogging stroller so I can take my kids if my husband's not here to watch them or if I can't get a babysitter. But you do not have to have a jogging stroller at all. You can actually use a regular stroller, the ones with the plastic wheels. No problem. We are open to all moms at any stage of their postpartum. And so if you are newly postpartum and you're like, there is no way I'm running in between stations, you can walk. And if you want to run, you have the option to run as well.
Yeah, it's so important to have a place where, and I think this is what strikes me so much when it comes to Fit for Mom. It's a community of moms, and you talk about Mom Strong, right?
Yes.
And when you've got your moms with you, your fellow moms, you guys are going through this together, and just having that person who can say, you know what, yes, you can do one more sit up, and if you can't, it's okay.
Yes.
So just having that community. So tell me about the village that you guys have built around mothers and motherhood, because I think it's so important for us to have each other's back when we're going through this. Share with us about the village.
The village is so important. So our motto is strength in motherhood. And honestly, I think that obviously I like to exercise and I was, drawn in by the endorphin rush, but I have made so many amazing friends, mom friends. We are a group of moms. This is a judge-free zone. You want to breastfeed, you want to bottle feed, do you want to sleep train? Do you not want to sleep train? There is no judgment. And I love it. It's my favorite part of the village. So the village, we basically are a group of moms. So we have our Fit for Baby moms. We have our stroller strides moms. We have our studio moms, our body back moms. But we put them all together. We have moms night outs. We have fun activities. We have play dates after stroller strides class where the kids get to do parachute play or scarves or story time. It's been really fun. And we've been continuing our village connections on Zoom. I did a kids stroller strides class where literally the babies got their strollers and they put their stuffies in the strollers and they did stroller strides for the kids.
Oh, yeah. I just love that. And just the positive modeling, right, that we're doing as parents and having our children watch us working out. And, something I think that's made this journey so much harder for me is because I started putting fitness first or valuing fitness when I was so much older. It just isn't something that's innate in me. And so it was hard. So I think it's super important. And Mom, I know you're watching. I love you. I love you so much. My mom is watching. I'm not blaming you for anything. But it was definitely, I think, for us in Zimbabwe and for African women, the healthier the hips, the thicker the hips, the happier married you are. That means your husband is taking good care of you. Like, you don't want to be skinny. That means y'all are not doing well. So, you got to be, have a lot of padding on there. So I definitely think it was ingrained in me to just not see our moms working out, to not see that, fitness as something that was valuable in that sense. So I'm really excited to have my boys actually watch me, watching what I eat, watching, eating fruits and vegetables and valuing what I'm putting in my body now and also how I'm taking care of it. So I love how you guys include the kids in this because it is important.
Oh, it's so important. I absolutely love it. When I go outside and my kids are riding their bikes and they see me walk up the driveway, my daughter will say, Mom, you want to race to the mailbox? And she'll just run 80 times and she wants me to race with her. And number one, I'm proud of myself because I can keep up. But also number two, I love that she's instigating it. She wants to move. She wants to exercise. They are good values.
Definitely. So what else do you want to tell us about Fit for Mom and working out? We talked about the importance of working out after baby. How does the whole membership portion of this work? What do our moms need to do to become Fit for Mom members?
So actually right now is a great time to sign up for Fit for Mom because we are doing a monthly virtual pass for $50. Normally our in-person memberships are $85 a month with a $99 registration fee. And so this is a great time to get in at Fit4Mom at a really affordable price. There's no registration fee. And when it's time to go in person, I'll waive that registration fee when we go back to our regular memberships. So yeah, it's super affordable. We offer 12 classes a week. Those are 12 live classes a week. And then of course you get all of our online content, which includes our recordings for every class we've taught. It includes at-home workout graphics where you literally take a screenshot on your phone and you go to the park, and it's about a 20-minute workout on a graphic that you just follow along. And then we also have some online streaming content from our corporate, Fit4Mom corporate.
Awesome. That is a lot. That's so much bang for your buck.
Yeah.
So guys, head on to eastside.fit4mom.com. You can sign up for the virtual classes. And don't forget to enter in for today's giveaway. Jamie is giving away a 3-month membership. And if she goes live and you've had baby already, you can actually change that and come back in, go into the studio and do live. However, if you're anywhere around the US and the world, you were telling me you've got a mom from Germany right now who's joining us, right?
Yeah, so, she is. That's actually the beauty of virtual right now is she used to live in Seattle, and she's still part of our village and our Facebook group. And she saw that we were doing virtual classes, and she's like, "Oh my God, I know it's a 9-hour difference, but I can catch the morning workouts."
See, I love that. So wherever you are in the world, just remember you can join Fit4Mom Eastside right now. And I've been trying to find all the silver linings in this very dark COVID cloud. And honestly, there have been some, and this is one of them, you know, the fact that we have this global virtual community. And I have to pop this up because my mom is checking me on Facebook, and she says, so I did a lot of flower and veggie gardening. That was my exercise.
Gardening is so hard. I gardened for a whole day and I couldn't walk the next day, and I exercise daily. So I hear you.
You're from my mom. I love my mama. GJ S. Mathis wants to know: do companies that provide funds for employee gym membership cover membership with your program?
Yes, absolutely.
So which corporate companies are you working, especially right now? We've got Amazon, Microsoft, Google.
Well, what they do is Microsoft and I believe Amazon, they do a reimbursement. And so the employee would pay for it out of their pocket and then submit their invoice to the company, and then they would be reimbursed with their fitness funds. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I love that we've got so many companies out here that are willing to invest in our fitness and our well-being. So shout out to Microsoft, shout out to Amazon, Facebook, Google. Please look up Fit4Mom. Let's make sure that we've got some corporate contracts in place with Fit4Mom. Because again, this is such an important thing we know that, you know, moms are exercising like we talked about. We feel better, we do better, and we work better, right? Everything is just so much better when we're feeling good about ourselves.
Oh, absolutely. It clears your mind. I feel like I think way better after a workout than if I skip a workout. I tend to not eat as well. And then all of a sudden I try to sit down and focus on my work, and I struggle a little bit. So yes, the exercise definitely helps there.
Perfect. You can learn more about Fit4Mom. Follow their Instagram, Facebook handle at Fit4Mom Eastside. So make sure you guys are following to see what it's all about and what Mom Strong is about, and join their village. So this is how you get a hold of them. Now, can our hubs join? How does this work?
So we do right now in our virtual world, we do have husbands joining. Absolutely. Okay. But we actually have a Saturday class that is specifically for partners to attend. And it's so much fun. I have been teaching this Family Saturday, Family Strides, since September of 2007. It is my favorite class. We've got moms and partners and babies all exercising together, all singing the nursery songs together. It's awesome. It's my favorite. And I think that what I do for the dads or the partners, right, is I give them a range, just as I do the moms, right? I give them a range. They can choose where they want to. If they want to give me a full big jump squat, they can. Or if they want to just stay in squats with a calf raise, they can. They get to choose, just like mom.
Yeah, couple goals, right? I think one of the best things that's come out of COVID and Godel and I being home together and even taking on this fitness journey together is working out together. Like going for that run together and him going, go baby, you can do it. And I'm running a little harder. I'm like,
Oh, yes.
yes, I can do it.
Yeah, they make a whole, I mean, you make a whole morning out of it, right? You get up,
Mhm.
workout in, and then you can sit and have coffee afterwards. And yes, that's so awesome.
It is. We honestly, and it brings me to a good point because I want to make sure that I mention the Bothell Black Lives Matter Run Club. And this started almost a couple of weeks ago now, where I just posted on our community page and I was talking about, God was, because he's going on this fitness journey with me. He's in his mid 40s now. So he's like, if we're going to have another baby, I need to be ready because we can barely keep up with the two that we have. And so he started running like first thing in the morning. And I was like, there's a big black guy who's running in the morning in a neighborhood that they're just not that many people of color. And I just wanted to make sure that people knew that he belongs and he's mine and that I would like for him to come back to me after his runs. And it morphed into this amazing run, which we had last week, Saturday. And we've now started a run club. It was always supposed to be a run club, but then we had about 300 to 400 people attend this run, this Black Lives Matter run in Bothell. Yes. So shout out to Bothell community. Thank you so much for showing up and showing out. But if anybody in the Bothell area, if you want to join the Black Lives Matter Bothell Run Club, it is up on the Bothell community page. Please come join us. We're going to be doing a Juneteenth run. So we want to celebrate Juneteenth next week, Friday, in a big way and just continue to just speak up for people of color. And until we have equality in this country and fairness and everybody can walk around and feel safe. But Jamie, how has the last 2 weeks have been crazy? How has it affected what's going on in your fitness world and with your families? Because I feel like Seattle the whole world really has just got this rude awakening and this, are you paying attention? So how's that?
I have to tell you, personally, it has really impacted me quite a bit. I grew up in a very, very conservative white community, right? And there are so many things that I have just recently educated myself on, and it has opened up huge dialogue with my 5-year-old and 3-year-old. And I feel really fortunate actually to kind of be part of this right now. I'm so happy that it's happening. I'm so happy to be having these conversations with my kids. There is a safe family protest happening on Sunday in Kirkland. And my friend Lane set that up and it's happening at 3:00.
Okay.
Yes, I'm very excited about it because it's family friendly where you can bring your little kids in strollers or walking. It's starting, I will find it. I know we're going to end up I think it's starting at the Kirkland City Hall and we're walking along Market. But yes, I'm super excited about it because I think that this is an issue that needs to be addressed. It needs to be taken care of until everybody has justice and equality.
Yeah. It's a long time coming. It's 400 years of work, right? And pain and bloodshed and oppression. And I'm so proud of America and where we are and what we're doing and how we're showing up in every aspect of our lives. So I thank everybody who is out there who is stepping up and speaking out for Black lives. Yeah, I really, 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 from such a personal place, appreciate it. And fitness is a great way to do it too. I love all the runs and the walks that people are doing. Not only are we speaking up for a matter, an issue that is really important, but we're also working on health. So just to bring that cross section is awesome.
So follow us on our Instagram page because there's going to be some information about a big, huge Washington franchise virtual class where all of the proceeds are going to go to blackmamas.org.
Yay!
We're getting that all set up. We don't have a date. We just literally started talking about it this week. So as information comes available, I will let you know. Okay.
That is Thank you. Thank you. And I guess that's a great way to talk about, because there's more than just one franchise, one Fit4Mom. We've got FIT4MOM Eastside. But do you want to share information about the other franchises? And I love that you guys are working together.
Oh,
This warms my heart. So yeah, let's give some shout outs to the other franchise.
it's strength in motherhood, right? And so, number one. Number two, we are mom and women-owned businesses. And I think the only way to get successful and to promote success for mothers and for women is to support one another and one another. So we have franchises all over the United States. There are a ton in the Washington area. We're going to be working with Issaquah, Sammamish. We're going to be working with Bellevue. We're going to be working with the North Sound, which is Edmonds, Mill Creek area, all over Washington. You can actually go to my website, eastside.fit4mom.com, or you can go to justfit4mom.com and enter your zip code, and they will find a franchise that is local to you.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. So yeah, no matter where you are, especially in Washington State, we have so many Fit4Mom franchises if you're on the East Side. So tell us about the East Side one, though. If you're on the East Side, what areas are considered the East Side, so people know when they need to call you?
So Bothell, Kirkland, Woodinville, and Redmond.
Perfect.
That is what encompasses, I guess, my territory on the East Side.
And when the world is open.
Yes, when the world is open. Virtually, you can attend from anywhere. But when the world is open, obviously, you're not going to be traveling an hour to get your workout in. It doesn't make sense. You want to make sure that your exercise routine is convenient for you. So, yes.
And you also carry out, because the studio is great, but you guys do classes elsewhere, right?
Yes.
It's parks. And so tell us about where the different places where you guys are working out. Again, when the world is open, what is that going to look like?
Yeah, so for example, the Redmond studio, it's a very small space, and we have our kid-free classes inside the studio, but we also work out all over the Redmond Town Center. And so we work out throughout the mall. We go all over station to station throughout the mall. We work out in the parks at Bothell Landing Park, at Everest Park in Kirkland. We have a space that we use for our body back classes in Bothell. We use a physical therapy office. They have a really nice big workout space for us. Awesome. Yeah, so we're all over the East Side.
Great. So you see, you don't have to be in the studio. It's about getting out. It's about getting the kiddos out. And then I've got a question for you here. And this is Esther. And she says, I live in Seattle. Can I come to the East Side?
Absolutely, Esther. We would love for you to come to the East Side and work out with us. We are not open and in person yet, but we are virtual. And I would love to connect with you and get you working out with us.
And ask about the Perfect Push discount. Don't forget to ask about that. She's one of our mamas. So ask about the Perfect Push discount.
Awesome. Awesome, Esther.
She also wants to know, is there a Fit4Mom in Seattle? I think it's West Seattle, right?
We have a West Seattle, and we also have South Seattle. Okay. So West Seattle, Megan is the owner there, and then in South Seattle, it's Caitlin and Rachel. They're all lovely. They're beautiful people, right? And so absolutely, we have a South Sound and West Seattle. They're all over. Put your zip code in, and they will connect you with the closest franchise.
Awesome. And then that, of course, the West Seattle Bridge. So that is right now just...
I know. That was shocking, but you know what?
It might be closer.
It's kind of good timing. No one is
going anyway, right? They might as well go ahead and fix the bridge.
Right.
All right, Jamie. So before we get ready to sign off, anything else that you want to tell us, anything you want to leave our audience with? Thank you so much for being here, but what do you want to say?
I just want to say that I am passionate about motherhood, and I'm passionate about fitness. And if you are looking for community, if you are looking for a workout, if you're looking for something in the middle, Fit4Mom is for you. We are a judge-free zone, and we welcome all the moms, and we'd love to have you.
And I can personally vouch for Jamie and tell you she's an amazing person. So I've had the pleasure we actually use the studio for the Perfect Push Foundation meetings. And Jamie was like, it's yours. Just whenever you need it, just come in there. And it's been such a blessing to have the space as a nonprofit, to not have to worry about what do we do with with space. And so that has been fabulous, fabulous. Brittany, do we have a winner for Jamie's amazing giveaway? Oh, Brittany is telling me she wants to push it off. Hold on. Brittany's our producer, and she's saying, let's push it off. So we're going to give you guys a few more days to go ahead and enter in. So yeah, let's give them a couple of days. Jamie, are you okay with that? And we can share it on Instagram and Facebook and make sure that we get a whole bunch of people entering, because we want to make sure somebody wins this.
That sounds great.
That sounds great?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure you get to this link if you're watching the broadcast right now. If not, we're going to post it on Facebook and Instagram after the broadcast so that you guys can enter to win in a 3-month membership to FIT4MOM. Thanks to Jamie, who's like super awesome. And you guys want to be a part of this village. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Jamie, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, Rue, thank you so much for inviting me. I had so much fun.
Oh, I'm glad we were able to do this. Now, this is, I think, our 6th broadcast, which is bananas, that we've done 6 of these. And all 6 of them, my husband and my kids are watching back home. And Tana, who, if anybody knows anything about my wild, amazing 3-year-old, is constantly talking to the screen and saying, Mommy, you didn't talk back to me. So hi, Tana. I love you. I can't wait to come give you kisses and sugar when I get home. Hi, Tai Tai. It's time for you to go to bed. I love you. Mommy loves you guys. Thank you so much for watching Mommy today. To everybody out there, thank you for watching. Jamie, for being here. I absolutely love you. Let's keep getting fit. Let's keep on working to be fit and being good role models for our little ones. Have a good night, y'all.
Thank you, Rue. Good night.